Amber Heard has recently been proved to be a sociopath, but the story is somehow different. She's depicted to be someone and is actually something else in reality. So let's dive into the video to know what is the reality of Amber Heard being a sociopath as seen in the defamation trial. We are aware of the defamation trial, which has been going on for quite a long time between Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. If not, let me tell you a little bit about the whole scenario between Heard and Depp. Everything was going well between them just after their marriage. However, a few years after, Heard decided to divorce Depp and accused him of being physically and domestically abusive towards her. On the other hand, he stated that nothing like the accusations ever happened between them, and he also said that Heard was trying to hurt him and make him see a downfall in his acting career. Johnny Depp's close friend, Gina Reuters, recently stated that Amber Heard is a sociopathic show pony and wrongly accuses Depp. More than that, Depp is the one who is the victim of domestic violence that Amber Heard, his ex-wife, causes. As told by Gina, Heard is using her powers for the wrong reasons. As told by Gina, Amber is someone who thinks that fighting is something that is important in any relationship. She believes that fighting brings fireworks, sparks, and also passion to the relationship. Gina also said that Amber Heard is someone who can do anything to get what she wants, for which she might also have demanded many things in their divorce. As told by Gina, Amber Heard was determined to ruin Johnny Depp's life when she was not getting her demands. She can do crazy things to get what she wants. Even Gina's husband also called Amber Heard a sociopathic show pony after being the mediator between Depp and Heard's marriage and doesn't regret calling her that. Amidst the defamation trial, a psychologist, Shannon Curry, who carried out a psychological evaluation of Amber Heard, found out that Heard is diagnosed with both borderline personality disorder and histrionic personality disorder. Amber Heard also stated that she also has post-traumatic stress disorder. Due to these disorders in Heard, she often doesn't admit responsibility for doing something wrong and is very much concerned with image. Blaming others is not such a big thing and prone to cruelty. In histrionic personality disorder, overly theatrical or melodramatic stands for histrionic, which is very much common in women. The personality disorder can be inherited or learned. Distorted self-images and unstable and intense emotions are common in this disorder. Behaving dramatically, relying on others' approval to boost their self-esteem, and immense desire to be noticed are some of the things this disorder comes with. A narcissistic or borderline personality disorder is far more common than histrionic personality disorder, as said by Dr. Jessica January Bear. She is a licensed psychologist in New York City. To diagnose a person with this disorder, that person has to meet 5 out of the 9 very specific criteria, as this histrionic personality disorder is commonly seen more than it is diagnosed. The 9 very specific criteria are to be uncomfortable until you are the center of attention. Emotions are drastically changing. Dramatic acting is yet another point. Lack of sincerity, constant reassurance, and approval from other people is very common in this disorder. This disorder is considered to be very serious, and no one should even try to label themselves with this disorder without a proper diagnosis by mental health experts. While in the defamation trial, Amber Heard was seen doing some weird facial expressions that were unnecessary during such a time. She was even seen overreacting while giving her testimony. There is even a clip from the trial room where it is seen that she knew that the cameras were focused on her and were about to click some photos of her. Then suddenly, she changed her expression by showing that she is rubbing her nose and stopped in that position until the cameraman captured that moment, which according to her, might be able to grab attention to her and get sympathy from the fans. Not just this, in many of the other clips, it was seen that she would suddenly change her expression from a smiling face to a sad one when the cameras were focused on her. Even in some of her testimonials, she stated that some useless statements that were not necessary just to grab attention.
My dog stepped on a bee.
These are just a few of the things we noticed, but honestly, there are a lot of things that are kind of odd, and all of these say that she is going through borderline personality disorder and histrionic personality disorder. Amber Heard has tried her best even to change the lies into truth. She once stated that she had to cover up the bruises on her face, which were caused by hitting Depp.
If you want to cover up a bruise, you obviously put foundation first, concealer, and then on top of that, I use a bruise kit.
She had to ice the swollen part and the bruises all night so that no one would notice that on The Late Late Show with James Corden, which she had the next day. She even had to use heavy makeup to cover up her bruises, which were helped by her hair and makeup team to do so. Some of the photos of her face with the bruises were used by her as proof in court, but many people doubted her as the bruises looked more like Botox injections and filler treatment caused them. Depp refused to accept the accusations along with hitting her in the face. He said that he was the one to be the victim of domestic violence. She even stated that she had to use a makeup kit to cover up the bruises on her face, which were caused by Johnny Depp, so that the paparazzi won't notice the bruises. She said in her testimony that no woman wants to walk around with bruises on her face, for which she had to use different tones of color on the bruises by seeing the development of the marks.
But the idea is that you want to counteract whatever color you're working with on the bruise.
If the marks were red, she had to use the green shade, and if the bruises were kind of purple, she had to apply a red or orange shade. The makeup kit used by Amber Heard to cover up her bruises was from the brand called Milani. A lot of controversies were created due to the makeup kit, as the makeup kit used by Amber Heard, which is the Milani Conceal Perfect All-in-One Correcting Kit, which was released in 2017, is the next year after Amber Heard filed the divorce from Johnny Depp. But the time she had the bruises on her face caused by Depp, this makeup kit wasn't even released. For this, a lot of people suspected her of telling lies regarding the makeup kit. Later, she added that she didn't carry the same one, but was very much similar to this one.
Kit, this is not obviously the exact one I used to carry.
People just couldn't take the lies told by Amber Heard, and gradually she decreased the support from the few number of people she had met for the first time. Heard thought that she would continue telling lies and people would still support her, which was a wrong concept. On the other hand, Johnny Depp, who was falsely accused, didn't even have to lie about anything, as whatever he said was the truth that Heard tried her best to make vanish. Depp's fans gradually increased in no time, and people loved him for being the real him. He did not even for a second try to act during the whole time in the courtroom, which was surrounded by many cameras. Every moment captured by the cameras of him was just Depp being the real person he is, as he knew that he was speaking the truth, and he wasn't just standing for himself, but was standing for all of the fans, loved ones, and his family who cared for him and wanted the truth to be revealed. He wanted to get back to the life that he had before the mess created by Amber Heard, and all the loss he had to go through in the past is immeasurable. What do you think about Amber Heard being a sociopath or psychopath? Let us know your views in the comments below, and as always, subscribe for more uploads like this.